I am Slick Johnny P, the drummer for Dead Friend Walking.
And I'm Jimmy Shaw, the bad guy. I'm the guitar player, singer for Dead Friend Walking. And if you're not in the now,
you're in the nothing.
So what's Dead Friend Walking been up to lately?
Been pretty busy, actually. A lot of shows. Really busy. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Jimmy, you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
I'll elaborate. I've been spackling my house lately. No, not really. I really have, but seriously, what we've got coming up, we've got a great summer really planned for everybody. And first of all, shout out to our other two guys that aren't here at the time, Stevie Sly and Straight Jacket Stephen Bridges.
Yes.
Big ups to you guys. We've got Kelly's Irish Pub is our next show, but we've got some bigger things here. Kitty at Champs, which Slick over here has been promoted to promoter.
I am officially a promoter. I'm bringing in Here Kitty. That is going to be April 27th right here in Wichita, Kansas.
Nice.
Been talking to them and got with their booking agent and got it locked down. So I'm bringing them in April 27th, Dead Friend Walking with Here Kitty. So it'd be good to see our peeps, Nikita and all them. And
yeah, it's been about a year since we've seen. We've played a couple shows with them. One last year in Salina at the Santa Fe Saloon, and a couple years ago at the Midwest Rock Fest.
Then we have a couple more local shows coming up at Betty's Runaway, and then Camp Yeager in Rocklahoma. We're going to be down there in Rocklahoma at Camp Yeager. So, and then we're playing the River Festival this year as well.
Believe it or not, they're going to let me have a mic at Riverfest. But hey, Dead Friend Walking open for the public of all ages. Jimmy Shaw will censor himself, but we will have a hell of a time.
It's going to be fun. That is going to be June 9th, Saturday. It's actually going to be at McLean and Douglas in Rubens parking lot, outdoor stage. No charge, Riverfest button. Kids are welcome. Going to be a great time. So it's going to be fun.
It's definitely going to be fun. I mean, anytime we can get out there with the public is fun, but normally we don't have a chance to play for an all-ages show. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I'll censor myself, but we've got a good group of youngsters that actually do like to come out and well, hell, we got two girls that come up and sing with us sometimes.
Yeah.
Two darling little blonde girls.
Yeah. The Styles family, yes. Yeah. Corey and Sandy Styles, a little engine. And so on and so forth. We're pretty much booked up all the way to the end of July, actually. Doing a little bit of traveling, and after August and beyond, trying to get some on-the-road shows at the job site over in Kansas City and some other places, Manhattan and Lawrence, and trying to work on some things like that. So hopefully we'll get out of town and do some stuff.
So the next several months is basically you guys just out playing and touring.
Yeah, sort of, kind of.
With the exception of the fact that we've been scheduled to go in the studio a couple times. We actually pushed it back. I think we're going to try to get it in there hopefully around June this time to do our full-length CD. We just keep coming up with other songs that we want to put on it, so we just keep having to push it back. So that's really a good thing, isn't it, Slick?
Yeah, it is actually. We were ready to go. We had it scheduled to go in April 15th to go in and do our full-length CD
at Purple Haze.
At Purple Haze. Miles, shout out to you as well. But as Jimmy Shaw was talking about, we are doing some new writing as well. So we pushed it back again to because some of this newer stuff that Dead Friend Walking is coming out with is a lot more heavier and is more feasible for the album that we want to come up with.
Well, you know how it is when you buy a new car. Which car are you driving? Are you driving your beat up Bug, or are you driving that new car? Lenny, you know what I mean. We're driving that new car, right, brother?
Well,
all the way to the bank. So that's what it is. We've just been coming up with a lot of other new tunes that we want to get on there. So we just keep pushing it back for that reason.
And making sure that it's going to be done right. We want to make sure the material's right for the full length. I mean, because it's going to be a well invested CD.
And we believe
and time influenced CD as well. So our EP was okay back a year and a half ago or whatever when you interviewed us.
Let's just call it like it is.
We were pretty happy about it.
We were happy with it for a minute.
I mean, it was something to get our name out, but now is the time for our full length, and it's going to be done right. So we're taking our time. It's going to be a powerhouse CD, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. I think we've probably found the right place to do it in.
Yes.
The last time, I'm not, and I won't downgrade anybody because the guy worked with us and we had a good time with him. But as far as getting what we're doing, I think Purple Haze is really going to do it. I've heard some work they've done with some other bands and been really good. So we're excited about going in there and recording the full-length CD and doing it upright. I'm not going to cut any corners. I'm not going to let somebody tell me you should do this or that. I really don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. This is Dead Friend stuff, and then we're going to do it the way we want to, the way we need to do it.
It's going to be good. I mean, it's not a falter of pushing it back. I mean, it's just a time induced thing, and we want, and like I said, we're writing new material as we speak, and we want to make sure we have the right material on the CD.
Exactly,
So it's gonna be good, guys. So pay attention and keep your eyes and ears open
Also,
for
this
the
will
new
be the
CD.
first recording that we've done which will feature our newest bass player, Straight Jacket
that's
Stephen
right.
Bridges. So,
Absolutely.
you know, him
So
and Steve Sly, they've got a lot of good stuff to contribute to this CD.
it's gonna be
And
fantastic.
We're
so.
real excited. I mean, I'd love to go in and do it right now, but
We were hoping to have it when we played Rocklahoma Camp Jaeger, but
and we probably could have, but you know, if we had done that, we would have sacrificed some creativity that we've put on
Right.
the table. And I don't want to sacrifice this time around. I don't want to, you know, the last EP I had hand surgery, so me coming out of the hospital and trying to finish that up was an ordeal in itself.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to get back into playing
but
shape.
we got it done.
We got it done. I think
And-
we played a show less than a month after surgery, so we
and-
got it all done.
And it was something to just get the Dead Friend Walking name out there a little bit, you know, and to venue owners and things like that. So, but I tell you what, I want to thank all the venue owners and promoters. I mean, I'm talking to people nationwide now, and a lot of people, and I want to thank all you guys as well for the interest in Dead Friend Walking, because we are starting to grow by the day. And of course, in the Now magazine as well. I want to thank you guys as well.
For all the interest you guys have garnered, Mega Metal's done.
So,
you know,
and you guys are doing
thank
great
you.
stuff. So,
Let's talk a little bit about the new stuff. Is everybody contributing to the writing of the new
Everybody's
stuff?
contributing
Absolutely.
to the writing of the new stuff, whereas some of the stuff you've heard on the EP was the majority of it was wrote by me
right.
prior to us really getting together, and then fleshed out after everyone was to get together, you know, so we have everybody's flavor in there. But this, I really believe that this new album, the full-length album, will be more indicative of the four members that are in Dead Friend Walking
Now. Yes,
They're
exactly.
more contributing to everything. Stevie Sly and I have been best friends for like 25 years. Slick and I have played together on and off, and with Stevie also for the same amount of time. And with the addition of Steve, he was just, I don't know how the hell it happened. We just got lucky when he came in and dropped in our laps, because he was the first guy we brought in, and he fit. And his style is perfect for where we're going. So the four of us are contributing as a whole now, instead of one person saying, this is what I got, I'm going to bring it to the table.
And actually, to your question as well, Tom, everybody does have their own part in this new material. Jimmy does do the majority of the writing, and Steve as well, Stevie Sly. I mean, they bring it in, they lay it out to us, and I throw the drum tracks down or whatever, and Stevie, Straight Jacket Steve, bass player,
Just bounce the crap out of
yeah,
it. It's just put it like it is. He bounced the crap out.
It's really coming together quite nicely and easy. I mean, guitars are of course there, and lyrically it kind of comes last.
Yes and no.
So
yeah, there's,
yes and no,
there's really
right.
no formulaic writing to it.
But-
You won't hear us ever do any Nickelback. You won't hear us trying to sound like Theory of a Dead Man. So if you're a local band out there that sounds like,
It's not going to sound like that.
Dead Friend Walking isn't about that. We want to sound like us.
But it is coming together real nice, Tom.
So you guys are coming out with the new CD. How would you compare this new CD to your last CD?
More powerful.
Night and day.
I believe it's going to be, like Johnny says, I think it's going to be a night and day thing. I think production value-wise, we're probably going to get a lot more bang for our buck. We're going to have an engineer who's into the style of music that we play, as opposed to an engineer that primarily records blues.
And musically, it's going to be a lot heavier. I mean, I won't say like grungy or heavier, but more power, more punch, more depth. I think in the production as well, which comes into play.
Right.
What you're talking about, it's going to be the material. I mean, you're just going to have to wait until you hear it. It's going to be, you're going to be surprised. And all the Dead Friend Walking listeners or anybody, you're going to love it. It's really taking off, and we're really pleased with what we're going to put on it. So
Lyrically, I mean, if you want to go lyrically, I cover anything from Jerry Springer to Moonshine.
Jerry
I
Springer.
mean, I've had serious conversations. More likely it's tongue in cheek. I like to poke fun to everybody. Everybody says I'm a third-rate comedian. That's fine. I'm good with that. I don't make any money at that either. So
but lyrically, as far as the CD is concerned,
it's going to be an enjoyable.
great lyrics on these songs that we're doing. So, and like I said, a lot more powerful. Jimmy Shaw has really stepped up to the plate vocally. I've seen him progress more this year than I've seen him progress in probably 10 years.
Oh,
Get out of here. So,
he's my brother. It won't sit on my lap, but it's my brother, and I love
But
it.
anyway, it's you guys just wait. It's gonna be good. So I can't wait to get it out there for all you listeners out there. So.
I mean, basically, you know,
Get off me, asshole!
you know, if you're asking me topics, I mean, the inspiration for this is really anybody that's ever praised me, prodded me, or pissed me off. So
Pretty
I mean,
much.
you can put that out there however you want to. We do a lot of tongue-in-cheek stuff. I mean, I like to have a lot of fun, and the band likes to have a lot of fun. But the one thing we're serious about is playing. We go out there. I don't care if there's 8 people in the crowd, and you've seen it, or 800 or 8,000. We're going to put on the
You're
same
gonna get a
show.
show. That's
Because you guys paid whatever it was to get in there. I don't care if it's $1. You're going to get a $5 show. Well, you might even get more than that, right? He sometimes strips. Well, he's half naked.
I'm a
anyway.
naked drummer. I'm
So,
Slick Johnny B, baby.
You know, he is half naked.
It's summertime too, so look out.
Yeah. I don't go swimming at his pool after dark. Let's
Don't
put it
come to
that
my house after a show unless you want a skinny dip.
way. But, you know,
Mike and Weezy, that goes out to you.
unless you're on the east side. We've enjoyed a lot of fans and
Company,
from
it
a lot
was
of
so
different
nice
places.
to meet you guys.
Well, it is very nice to meet you as well, honey. We
Thank
will
you.
be
We'll
seeing
see you soon.
See, things do happen when Dead Friend Walking is in the room.
Anyway, so
I do want to go back to a couple of these big shows you guys got coming up. The Rocklahoma show.
yes.
I mean, that's a pretty massive event to be involved with. How did that whole thing come about with you guys getting added to planning that thing?
Pretty big. Well, I'll go into the story because I'm the one that pretty much got that lined out for us. We were actually hanging up in Kansas City with my boys, Texas Hippie Coalition. And we were up there, was it the 25th of last month? I just did a radio show also. So, but anyway, we're hanging up with Texas Hippie Coalition, and Stacy and Fred Foster, they're hippie coalition members as well, but they actually run Camp Yeager over there at Rocklahoma, and they approached me and asked if Dead Friend Walking would like to play Camp Yeager this year at Rocklahoma. So I said, well, absolutely. I said, well, at first I didn't know because we were still in line with Access Entertainment, waiting on Access Entertainment to get back a hold of us to find out if we were going to be on one of their stages. So we had to kind of wait a few weeks, and I kept in contact with Stacy, but Corey O'Meara at Stratgazer Entertainment actually was doing the the booking the lineup for Camp Yeager, and I kept in contact with him, and so we didn't hear anything from Access Entertainment. They did their lineup, so Corey got a hold of us or whatever, and basically threw us on the Saturday, the 26th at Camp Yeager, and a fantastic spot. And
We couldn't be more pleased
yes,
to do this.
it's going to
I
be
mean,
great, and a lot of fans and friends were kind of pulling for us, but it was shit.
We don't get to Oklahoma very often.
No,
and,
we don't.
And surprisingly enough, Dead Friend Walking has a lot of fans in Oklahoma. So this is our chance to go down there and meet the people that we've been in contact with on Facebook and our social media and our radio show, The Freak Show. So
Right.
it's a great opportunity for us to go down there and
And I want
spread the metal.
Yeah, and I want to thank Corey as well for getting us on over there at Camp Yeager. It's going to be fun with my boys Quality Violent. We're going to have a good time out there. In fact,
We're going to be drinking a lot of Jaeger.
and I'm going to be drinking a lot of Jaeger. But I'm actually doing some work with him and trying to get with Randy Stroud, job site, up there to get some bookings up there in Kansas City or in Olathe as well as the job site. So and Aftershock. So
Nice. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is you mentioned the River Festival. I mean, that's a huge thing for the Wichita area,
yes.
and it's difficult to get involved with that. How did Dead Friend get your foot in the door and
I'll tell you what.
convince him to let you guys play?
For a name Dead Friend Walking to play a family event at the Wichita River Festival, you would not actually see that coming.
We were
Dead
actu-
Friend Walking at the Wichita River Festival.
We were actually included in last year's festival, but decided to go ahead and back out of that based on one of the other bands that was with us was a little worried about the type of material we did versus theirs. So we graciously bowed out of last year's
Right.
event, and this year we just decided, you know what, we're just going to push for it and do it because we've got a lot of local fans here and a lot of people that don't get to see us in the clubs as it is with the age requirement and all that.
Right.
So I think we went in there and discussed it over
We
a bowl of
did.
chips with Ruben.
I set up a meeting. I contacted the owner of the venue where the outdoor stage is going to be at, and it's pretty cut and dry. I set up a meeting with him. I took him a CD or EP and let him listen to it, and basically let him make the decision on if he wanted us to play or not. And lo and behold, finally after he got his lineup, I mean, it took him forever to get back with us, but wanted us on there. He thought that we would be a good fit for the show. So we are playing the last night, the Saturday, June 9th, right before the fireworks go off.
Nice.
Outdoor deal, no charge. Bring your kiddies, your kiddos along, your lawn chairs, and you know, I was kind of surprised as well, you know, because Dead Friend Walking doesn't sound like a family name, but we're not gonna spit blood all over you or anything like that. It's actually we can be family oriented.
Yeah, and I mean there might
somewhat.
be,
We're not
you know,
Disney,
he
but
talks about the fireworks, but you might see a mushroom cloud over the stage when we get there. Just follow it. Dead Friend Walking's getting ready to hit it.
and we can't be family oriented. So
Yeah, we can be. I did a
It's
stream
gonna
and
be-
Jimmy Shy would censor himself.
it's going to be fun. So we're looking forward to that as well. Camp Jaeger and the Wichita River Festival, and a lot of big stuff's going for us, Tom. So we're just hanging on to our hats and rolling with the changes.
Talking to you guys is big enough for us.
Yes.
And we were damn glad you guys came out here to Wichita. And we're going to be following you guys on Facebook, and we encourage everyone here to follow them as well.
Yes.
Because they're good people doing good things for a scene that needs to be uplifted, baby.
That's right.
Uplifted.
That's right.
Or as Skip Bayless would say on First Take, unleashed.
Jim Shaw, the bad guy.
How did you all come to do a radio show?
Actually, Robin Lace here at Bacon Rock approached me one day. We were here at an event. It was what was it, honey? It was like not a cookout, but
No, it was the grand opening.
It was
it's a
Great
grand
opening.
opening. Yeah, that's right. It was the grand opening of the Bacon Rock of their new location, and we were sitting out there. I've known Robin Lace for years and years actually, and she approached me and asked me if Slick Johnny P wanted to do a radio show. So I said, well, hell yeah, I'll do a radio show.
On one condition.
Hey, what's that?
That's Jimmy Shaw.
No, that's not true, folks. No, but I did turn to Jimmy Shaw because he was with me, and I said, Jimmy Shaw, you want to be my co-host on a radio show? And he said,
You know it, brother. I'm
So,
having a blast, man.
this-
Me and Slick have had a lot of fun in the 22 episodes that we've done. Today was our 22nd
yeah, today was our 22nd
episode.
episode.
And In the Now was featured.
Yes,
on the 22nd
yes.
episode. So,
But yeah, she approached me and asked if I wanted to do a radio show, and it kind of frightened me for a minute, but I was like, why not? I mean, it could either go good or it can go bad. So, but now we have fans in 20-some different countries, and
Tasmania and Poland are two of the off-the-wall places. Shout out to you guys. But yeah.
it's going really good, and we're really enjoying it. Jimmy and I, we're having fun, and I want to thank you guys for actually doing a show with us as well. So
Yeah, we really have a blast doing it. I mean,
it is fun.
I've wanted to do something like that for years.
It gives
and-
me a chance to reach out, or us a chance to reach out to people that we don't see every day as well. You can talk to them, give them shout outs, and plug your local. I mean,
and get away from our
corporate
family.
corporate radio
Sucks.
You don't hear your plugs and prods or whatever for your fans and friends. Here we can do anything we want. We can say hello to Grandma Tutu in the hospital. God rest you. Come on, open your eyes.
And we can say, hell yeah, to Uncle Ben up on this, up on the corner down here.
Exactly. So it's fun. It's
What
fun.
about the music? Do you guys pick what you
We
play?
pick our own music. Yes, it is not regulated. We pick every song you hear is what we pick.
Personally picked, I mean, so...
Or request it. If you want to request,
Yeah.
shoot it to me. We'll get it on.
Definitely.
No sissy shit.
that's right. That's
Metal.
That's the only thing, I mean...
That is the only criteria. So, but we love Bacon Rock and Keith and Robin and all them. They do us really well.
They've
And
been good people to us.
yes, and Karma Connections as well. They're great people, and so we're enjoying it. So hopefully we'll keep struggling along. Keep plugging along.
That's not the Tawaka talking. That's Bud.
That is Bud Platinum talking. Bud Light Platinum. So
Nice. So, man, a couple more questions and we'll wrap this up with
Sure.
you guys. What would you say the biggest thing that has changed with Dead Friend Walking with your live performance has been over the last year?
I'd say the addition of Steve Straightjacket, Stephen Bridges.
he's an animal.
Yeah, he and I have a really good rapport on stage. His stage show, he's out there, he's all over the damn place. You know, sometimes I don't want to give him a wireless because he will end up somewhere I don't know where the hell he's at. But no, I think it's just gotten more intense. He brought a lot of life to the band, a lot of enthusiasm. And not that Gabe didn't have it, because Gabe had a lot of it too, but this man wanted to be a part of Dead Friend Walking, period. It wasn't a matter of building something. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be the man. Hell, he switched from guitar to bass just to play with us.
That's right.
So
Wow.
the enthusiasm he brought has really kind of fueled all of us, you know, to get off our ass and just, you know, whatever. The only reason I'm tied in one place is because I'm singing.
All right.
Aside from that, I'd probably be following Straight Jacket around somewhere in the crowd.
Or if I was Tom Lee, I could lift up and.
Yeah, but we don't want that.
Yeah, no. I'm good where I'm at.
So I'd say, you know, just since Straight Jacket's been with us, he's really infused a lot of enthusiasm with us. So I know him and Sly have a great rapport.
Yeah.
Musically, we've almost, you know, since the beginning, we've all been on the same page. But I think he tightens that circle up, you know, a lot closer for us
Good
because
point. Yeah.
he's a lot more in tune with exactly what we are. Age-wise, we're closer together. So I think it's just the enthusiasm.
And he wanted it.
Yeah, he wanted it.
And if you come out to a live show, you'll see that. I mean, it's a great. I mean, we put on a great live show. I really can't wait to get our full-length album out. But come check out a live show of DFW because it is nothing like. I mean, you've just got to come with us for
Yeah,
yourself.
because we're about as in your face as a drunk and as a barbecue.
And I do want to give a shout out to our new sound and light tech,
Right.
Scott from Relic Sound and Lighting. DMX's, I mean, all the lights move with our show, lasers. I mean, the stage show and light show is just
Yeah,
kicking you in
and I
the
will
ass.
say this much for Scott because I do know he uses Chavette lighting,
Yes, Shavat. Yeah.
and I don't know if I said that right.
I probably did not either.
But they were very gracious and asked us for a band profile as well. Scott does a lot of great work for us. He's into, you know, I think as a total package, we've gotten better with our sound, light and sound person from Relic.
Absolutely.
And as a band, I think
He's family. He's family
Yeah,
now.
yeah, really. I mean,
So-
yeah, he's been with us long enough. We had another guy that used to do it and did a fine job on his own. So I'll give a shout out to Doc because he did a fine job during the time that he was with us. But Scott has just proved it. You know, he just stepped it up. We're always
Yes.
looking to improve our stage, our show, our you know, the music. Cause, I mean, if you're not looking to improve, really you need to get the hell out of business. Because I could do the same stuff I did 20 years ago today. It still isn't going to matter.
Well, that's something we have done. We have improved. So.
You know, so while we're always looking for improvement, Relic Sound has been a great addition as well as Straight
Yes,
Jacket.
yes.
It's really made the whole thing an entire package.
Absolutely.
Now you were mentioning earlier Facebook. Let's talk a little bit about that. How is the things like Facebook and Twitter and those Reverb Nation type of things? How have they impacted Dead Friend Walking?
As far as the Facebook goes, in itself, God, I mean, we've probably increased fans exponentially. You know, just by that being on there. Slick is always on it.
I'll tell you. Actually, I can answer that probably more than Jimmy. So as I told you at the interview we did at the R Bar, what is it, a year and a half ago or whatever? Self promotion is the key, and I am on there all the time. I'm pretty much not acting manager of the band, but because somewhat
Said
sort
that
of.
3 times.
But promotion, self promotion is the key, and it gets the word out everywhere. I mean, because club venues or venue owners, they don't do a lot of promoting. You do need to promote yourself, regardless. It does not matter, and it has helped. Like Jimmy Shire said, we have gained, I'd say, several hundred fans just over the Facebook website, Reverb Nation. We may not be the highest ranked on Reverb Nation. I don't care about that. Reverb Nation is whoever clicks on there, your ranking goes up. I don't care about that.
I mean, I could be the #1 punk band in Wichita, but there's only one.
Yeah.
So, you
Yeah.
know, really, who gives a shit?
But it does. I mean, you know, I'll say it again and again, repeat. Self promotion is the key, and it does help. So
I like the fact that Reverb Nation's out there because you get a chance to hear all these other bands. There's, I mean, you know, some of the bands we play on here, we meet through Reverb Nation.
yes,
You know,
yes,
so the Freak Show
absolutely.
gets a chance to integrate with them, hear their material, and Reverb Nation's been I can't say as far as a tool, I've never gotten a show off of it, not
No.
once. I think we've had 3 promoters open a freaking package.
Yeah.
So Reverb Nation as a tool to get us into shows really hasn't done anything for us. But
But it's there.
But the fact is that it's on there. People can hear what we're doing. We can hear what they're doing.
Right.
And I love that because I like being able to hear these other bands. I like going out and checking out these other bands locally or not. I mean, it's just a great tool. If Reverb Nation wasn't there, what would we be back on? What, the dinosaur?
Yeah, well, I tell you,
But going back there.
I tell you what, I have more bands contacting me personally, shooting me personal emails with their music more than freaking Reverb Nation. So,
But I think they're all heading in the right direction. I think you know it's a good tool to have.
it is.
I mean, here just 2 years ago, John didn't even own a computer.
Yep.
You know, now he's all about it, and yeah, I think that's you know the big influx of people. You know, people realizing this is a technological age.
It is.
You've got to step up. You've got to get into it and be a part of it in order to do anything. And so the social media networks have really helped out. Twitter, we don't do a whole lot of. We do have a Twitter account. Yeah, Twitter.
But you all know where to get a hold of us.
So make sure you do it soon.
All right, well, I think that covered about everything, man.
All right, I appreciate that, Tom, Amanda, and Lenny. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming in and doing a freak show interview.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And we will see you Saturday, the return of King Shifter.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right.